As today, just like that, Kathy Engelbert, the WNBA, the team owners, the Players Association, in the split of an instance, all of it can change. In a split instance, all of it can change. If this injury does anything, it should be a wake-up call to the WNBA, the Players Association, the team owners, that just like that, all this fanfare, all this interest, all this newfound attention on the league can disappear overnight.
It was just announced that Caitlin Clark will be out a minimum of 2 weeks with a quad injury. Could this injury have been prevented? Can the Indiana Fever win without her? And what does this mean for the WNBA?
Caitlin Clark just got introduced to the WNBA the hard way via a full-contact welcome wagon disguised as a basketball game. And by basketball game, we mean a WWE Royal Rumble with sneakers. 1 minute she's driving to the hoop, the next she's airborne like a budget stunt double. Somewhere gravity whispered, "Welcome to the league, rookie."
We know Caitlin Clark was lost yesterday to an injury for at least 2 weeks. Now, the thing about it is they're going to reevaluate in 2 weeks. And of course, man, these teams, I told you earlier, these WNBA franchises that moved games like the Chicago Sky to the, United Arena, you're screwed. You're done. You're cooked. Nobody is going to show up to this thing. Chicago Sky can't sell out their own 9,000-something seat arena like it is. They couldn't when they were kind of decent.
Oh my God, guys. Breaking news. Caitlin Clark is hurt. I didn't believe it when I saw it myself. She's injured. She has a quad injury, a left quad injury. It's a quadriceps strain. And the team announced today, about 2 hours ago, she's going to be out 2 weeks at the minimum. 2 weeks. Without Caitlin Clark, this team is...
And fans? Oh, they did not take this one lightly. Social media turned into a full-blown courtroom drama. Exhibit A, 1,000 slow-motion replays of Clark's collision, analyzed like it was the Zapruder film. People are drawing arrows, pausing at frame 17, yelling, "Right there, intent," like they're auditioning for CSI Hardwood Edition.
Oh my God, guys. Breaking news. Caitlin Clark is hurt. I didn't believe it when I saw it myself. She's injured. She has a quad injury, a left quad injury. It's a quadriceps strain. And the team announced today, about 2 hours ago, she's going to be out 2 weeks at the minimum. 2 weeks. Without Caitlin Clark, this team is...
The latter. It could mean that Caitlin Clark could potentially miss the rest of the season. This 2-week timetable that people are running with, that's just when Caitlin Clark is going to be reevaluated. As of now, she will be reevaluated on June 9th. That does not mean, and it's highly unlikely, that June 9th or shortly thereafter is when Caitlin Clark is cleared to return.
Meanwhile, the refs were apparently on a coffee break. Or perhaps they were too busy watching the ball soar into the rafters to notice that Caitlin just got sent back to the Ice Age. The whistle must have been on vacation. Or maybe they sold it on eBay. Because whatever that was, it looked less like defense and more like a scene cut from The Fast and the Furious layup drift.
There's no way. Every team's going to come at them and try to take them out, especially without Caitlin. They're going to lose some games here, and that's going to set them back. It's really hard to believe this, but yeah, she's out. There's no other details. When did this happen? Could have happened in this game. We're not sure. Most likely at a practice yesterday. She's out for 2 weeks, man.
And just like that, WNBA fans, new and old, decided they've had enough. Not just of the missed calls, but of the whole circus. The pitchforks are out. The hashtags are blazing. Boycott the WNBA is trending faster than a Taylor Swift album drop. Some fans have gone full drama mode, canceling league passes like it's the NBA Finals and their ex just showed up courtside.
Breaking WNBA news. Caitlin Clark is out for a minimum of 2 weeks with a quad strain, and our next question is, what does this mean for the Fever? So Cece is going to be missing the second Sky rematch since playing them the first weekend of the season, which is definitely a bummer, but on the bright side, this injury doesn't seem too bad. It's just some quad tightness. But fear not, Fever fans. We talked to Caitlin earlier this month, and she doesn't seem too worried about the depth of this roster.
So I think our depth is probably what I would worry about the most. You know, if somebody doesn't have it one night, you're just going to the next person on the bench and the next person, and you know, we're going to have to be able to find a way to use that to the best of our ability.
Caitlin seems like she has faith in her team, but we will see how this squad performs on the court without their number one player.
What sparked this volcanic eruption of rage? Oh, just the casual body slamming of the one player who brought a tsunami of eyeballs, sponsorships, and hope to the league. Caitlin Clark didn't just enter the WNBA, she brought ratings, relevance, and revenue. So of course, the solution is to have her treated like a crash test dummy on hardwood while refs do their best impression of mannequins at Foot Locker.
Just as I started talking about Caitlin Clark being in the MVP race, it is announced that she suffered a left quad injury and she is going to miss at least 2 weeks. And this is such a bummer because the Fever were off to a great start this season. Caitlin Clark was playing out of her mind. She had already broken some records in the first 3 games, and now she's going to be sidelined for 2 weeks. We'll see how the team will hold up without her. Obviously, she's the primary ball handler, playmaker, and shot maker. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully they can sustain and just hold even at 500 or better, and she can get back and keep them in playoff.
You'd think someone would step in. Maybe a coach, a commissioner, a random person with common sense? Nope. Everyone's too busy pretending it's all part of the game. Apparently, if you squint hard enough, flagrant fouls are just aggressive defense, and neck-high body checks are rookie hazing. Because nothing says growing the game like injuring the one person making people actually watch it.
Turns out she's human after all, Dan. She's going to be out for at least a couple of weeks, it appears.
Yeah, you know what's interesting about Caitlin Clark? Remember last year, she played in the Final Four. Right after that, she went immediately to the WNBA. Draft came, season started, and, you know, didn't miss a beat. And all of a sudden, she got a little rest and comes back, gets a little banged up.
Even fans who never knew what WNBA stood for are suddenly experts in rule books, player conduct, and spinal anatomy. See, right there, that's a lumbar contusion, one Twitter user wrote, probably from their mom's basement, next to a stack of unopened gym memberships. But you know what? They're not wrong. The rage is real. The absurdity is louder.
Big news just released by the Indiana Fever. Caitlin Clark has suffered a quad injury, and she is going to be out for a minimum of 2 weeks. Really bad news for people going to games at home hoping to see Caitlin.
Caitlin Clark might be a demigorgon. I was watching the WNBA. There was nothing on the TV, so I said, why do I just support women? I'm a proud feminist anyways. It was one of the worst things I've ever watched. All I saw was straight bricks. But Caitlin Clark might be a demigorgon. That girl can hoop.
Now, tickets are being burned, figuratively, but also literally in a few TikToks. People are demanding reform, rule changes, referee eye exams, and maybe even a padded suit for Caitlin next time she plays. Because apparently, playing basketball now requires the same gear as bull riding.
We're seeing in real time the Angel Reese psychological meltdown as she's actually being forced to grasp the fact that the thing that she is best at in her life, which is basketball, Caitlin Clark is exponentially better at than she is.
So congrats, WNBA. You had the spotlight, you had the story, and then you treated your golden goose like a tackling dummy. Fans are furious, viewers are walking, and the league just might learn that when you break your star, you break the game.